thank you, Mrs. Marks. I'm here today to offer my greetings and my congratulations to the graduates from Dr. Carol Johnson, the superintendent of our schools, and from the members of our school committee who have worked all the time with all of us to make it possible to have days like today. I only had a couple of messages that I wanted to leave here today. First of all, when I walked into school, walked up the stairs toward the office, I saw the pictures of the graduates on the wall. And it brought me back 4 years ago when my son graduated from a wonderful K-8 school in another city where we lived at the time. And he looked then so much like the pictures that I saw on the wall when I walked toward the office. But then, when I sat here and the graduates walked into the room today, it reminded me that what I didn't realize about my son when he graduated from 8th grade 4 years ago, I didn't realize until he put the cap and gown on and walked into the hall to get his diploma how much of a young man he was. He was no longer a little boy. So, and I had the wonderful privilege of 1 week ago sitting where you're sitting at his high school graduation. So it reminds me that it'll be very, very quick that you go through the next 4 years of high school. I was astounded. It seemed like those 4 years went by in a flash. And now, this reminds me that leaving 8th grade and going to high school is taking a huge step forward. This is a really big deal. And right after that, you'll take another step forward to college or further training. And before you know it, they'll be gone from us. I did want to say this on behalf of Dr. Johnson. There are two groups of really critical people who helped these young folks get to where they are today. So I'd like to first ask all the parents and grandparents in the audience to stand up so that we can applaud you for what you did to make today possible. So, as a dad, I really like being celebrated. So it's important that you understand we celebrate you today. And the other folks that I'd like to have stand are the teachers and counselors and administrators of the Perry School. So we can applaud you. Started my career as a teacher 40 years ago, and I was a middle school math and science teacher. And I think I've never left the world of the middle school. It holds a very special place in my heart. And but I did learn from my own son that K-8 schools, that school that he was able to start when he was a very young boy and stay there through 8th grade, made all the difference in the world to how much he learned and how confident he was going away to high school. So I think you're all really well positioned to do really well in high school. The last thing I want to say is that there aren't very many of these events in the lives of our children. It happens only a couple of times. I hope that we will all take the opportunity today to really celebrate these young folks for everything they've done and help them get ready for the next 4 years so that the next 4 years are really good years in their lives. So Thank you for having me here today. I also have a little 18-month-old boy, and this is one of our neighborhood schools. So my wife was born and brought up here, so she's pushing me very heavily to try to get our son into the Perry. And I do like this place very much. So thank you very much.
I'm going to ask Mr. Phil Robinson to join me now as we begin to recognize and honor some of the graduates. So first we are going to honor some students who were recognized outside of the school, and I want to make sure you hear about that recognition today. So the mayor does a fabulous award ceremony every year for 8th graders, 5th graders moving from elementary school, and 12th graders. And there are students who are selected for 2 awards. So the first award that I want to make sure you are aware of, and we have a certificate that I want him to also come and receive, is that our Mayor's Academic Achievement Award winner was Nathaniel Gates. So Nathaniel Gates, please come down. Nathaniel, come down. So again, I talked about Nathaniel before, and I was able to talk more about him at the Mayor's Award ceremony, but he is a student who is diligent in everything he does, works tremendously hard in every assignment he's given, and maintains incredible grades. So congratulations. The next student who we were able to recognize at the Mayor's Award ceremony was the students that the teachers and staff selected as having the most school spirit. And this student has been here, I believe, since kindergarten. I hope I didn't get that wrong, but I believe since kindergarten. And is truly a joy every single day. He is helpful. He will do anything that you ask him to do. He will come to do things on Saturdays, and at other times he walked with us in the cancer walk. And that student is Douglas Rogers. So Douglas Rogers. There is another fabulous program that is run by the Celtics. They do a stay-in-school program that supports perfect attendance and supporting kids to come to school. We are able to recognize students every month through the Celtics program. They have a great assembly at the end of the year for all the students who had perfect attendance, as well as students who are recognized for their art and their writing. And additionally, they've added a component to their program in the last few years that enables us as schools to pick a student to be recognized as the most improved student each year, because we want to make sure that students know it's not if you've been perfect all the time, it's how far you've gotten or how much you've improved. So we were very excited this year as the staff to select the student to be the most improved pupil from the 8th grade. This student was selected because she's really come out of her shell as she's been here at the Perry School. When I first came, it was often hard to get her to say anything, and now she is very vocal and able to stand up and speak on her own behalf, able always to work hard, but it's really the voice and her coming into her own that is why we chose her as the most improved pupil. So that's Kylie McColgan. So Kylie McColgan.
Good morning. I'm honored to be able to give out the Olive Age Perry Work Hard and Tireless Effort Award. This award is given to 8th grade graduates who have demonstrated that they will never give up, no matter how difficult the assignment, and that they will consistently work hard with their best effort at every task, challenge, or obstacle that they face. So the winners are Ben Nguyen, and the second winner is Kavani Elliott.
Switching again. So our next award, these three awards, the one that Mr. Robinson said and the next two, are related to the Perry School Code. So the Perry School Code and what we say every day in our pledge talks about working hard, respecting all under all circumstances, and contributing positively. So the next award is around the second part of that, around respecting all under all circumstances. So the first student, I'll read you, it says this award is given to the 8th grade graduate who has lived up to the Perry School Code every day and has shown that they will be respectful of all living things and property under all circumstances. So the first award winner of this is Douglas Rogers. So Douglas. And the second winner is another repeat, but it is Nathaniel Gates. So again, Nathaniel Gates.